In this video, I want to show you how to solve problems like this one, which from time to time make their appearance on various tests on all sorts of levels of one's journey in mathematics. As you can see here, the square root of 9 is 3 and 8 we can represent as 2 cubed. Well, this is then equal to a square root of 3 minus the square root of 2 cubed is 2 squared multiplied by 2, and that is going to give us the square root of 3 minus 2 square roots of 2. The trick to solve this problem is to use the formula a minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. At this point, we can write 3 as 2 plus 1 and then rewrite negative 2 square roots of 2. This is then equal to a square root. Number 2 we can write as a square root of 2 squared. Then we are going to write negative 2 square roots of 2 multiplied by 1 and plus 1 squared, just to match the right side of this equation which we have. At this point, we are going to apply the formula, and that will give us that this is equal to 2 minus 1 squared under the square root. This is then equal to the absolute value of 2 minus 1, and that is equal to absolute value of 1, which is equal to 1. I want to make an important note here at this point. The most common mistake that I see people make at this point is that they cancel out the square root with a square, which is just something you cannot do. So we have x squared that is equal to the absolute value of x. The square root and the square didn't cancel out. They work together in this composition of functions, which they are entangled into, give the absolute value. The easiest way to illustrate this is to plug in some values for x. So if we plug in the value of 9 into the x, we get that square root of 9 squared is equal to the square root of 81, which is equal to 9. The important thing here is to note that the square root of 81 is equal to 9. Just 9. It is not plus or minus 9. Square root is a function. For any argument that it takes, it gives as a result just one positive number. For x is equal to negative 1, we get that the square root of negative 9 squared is equal to the square root of 81, and that is equal to 9. And this is exactly why we have that absolute value. Function f of x, which is defined as a square root of x squared, is defined for all x's which are real numbers. If x is larger or equal to 0, you don't have a problem. Square root of x squared is equal to x since x is larger or equal to 0. But in the case of x being smaller than 0, then you have to be careful. The square root of x squared in that case is not equal to x, as x is negative, and we know that a square root function maps the set of R, set of all real numbers, but only the positive ones and includes 0. And it maps it into the same set, R of positive numbers, including 0. It can't give a result which is a negative number. So the square root of x squared is equal to negative x. So when you take the square root of x squared where x is negative, you are going to get this negative x. Because x is negative, the negative x will be a positive number. Now, by combining these two cases, you get that the square root of x squared is equal to the absolute value of x, and that statement holds true for all x's which are real numbers. Please let me know what you think about this cancelling the square root and the square in the comment section. Hopefully that will give us material for some productive math discussions. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you want to support my work, please subscribe to the channel.